Okay, this video today, welcome to the chess channel, and today we're going to talk about opening principles. Opening principles are very important. They're very key, especially for a beginner and some intermediate players. Oftentimes when we learn how to play chess, you'll see a guy that's rated around 1300 and has been playing for about 5 or 6 years. The reason for this is either one, they really haven't grasped the concept of strategies and tactics, and has trouble in the end game or the middle game, or they're violating a lot of the opening principles and losing key pieces, and they lose a lot of games. But today we can fix that if you watch this video. So let's get into it. The moves on here, we're not talking about the best move on the board at the time. We're not talking about strategies or anything. The only thing I want to accomplish in making this video is to show you exactly where you should place your pieces and what you want to accomplish in the opening. Because if you're playing black, you don't want to attack before you're ready, and if you're playing white, you really shouldn't attack before you're ready. So let's think about these two, black and white, as being an army. You wouldn't go attack 13 or 14 people by yourself. You definitely want to attack a whole army by yourself. So why would you send a piece down the board by itself? Well, you may say, well, John, hey, this is I've seen this guy, he plays. Okay, well, that's an opening that this particular player uses, but once you watch better players play, they don't play like that. You've got several trap openings. For instance, the Grob, that is a trap opening designed to almost guarantee the rook in the corner is gone. We'll look at some of those openings, and that's fine if you just want to be a club level player and not even a good one. Scholars Made, the Wayward Queen, all of these openings are openings that beginners have no business playing. Those are for more advanced players that have been playing chess for quite a while, and they don't make the mistakes that a lot of beginners are going to make because you haven't developed the eye to watch all your pieces. So let's get started, and let's look at how the proper way to open. So typically you're going to see white play the move e4, and black will respond with e5. Now this is a good opening because why? Because it allows you to capture your portion of the center. It's going to allow black to control the d4 square and control the f4 square with this pawn. Now when you're in the opening, you want to develop your minor pieces. Your minor pieces are the knight, the bishop, both bishops, of course, okay? So we've developed part of our minor pieces. Knights and bishops are known as your minor pieces. Your major pieces are your queen and your rooks, and of course the king. Now notice that once I got the bishop out and the knight out, I castle. I did develop the other knight as force of habit, okay? But you definitely want to focus on king safety. So capture your portion in the center, develop your minor pieces, castle your king. These principles are key to your success. The next part in the opening principles is not moving the same piece twice in the opening. Okay, so let's look at a couple of moves that you should not do. Let's reset this. Okay, so that is a bad move. That's a very bad move. Okay, why is it a bad move? Because you're not capturing your portion in the middle. Now once you do that, your pawn is already on attack, so you have to take it, and now you bring it back, which that's fine. But how are you going to ever bring that knight to there? You can't. That pawn you don't think is going to mean anything. But that pawn, those two center pawns, you want to control these 4 squares. So that pawn missing is a problem. Now, is there an opening for this? Absolutely. Have I ever moved those pieces? Yes, I have. Did I win the game? I doubt it. Typically, when I start doing using what I call trap openings, I don't fare well. So, because it's contingent upon your opponent making a mistake. So let's not do that. Okay. Let's stick to a regular setup, especially as a beginner. As you start developing a opening repertoire, then you will be able to try some different openings. Okay, so now white will continue to develop. Now, once you get to this part in the opening, don't pay any attention to how the pieces are set up right now. This is the whole point of this is to develop all the pieces, and you want your rooks connected, but you want your rooks in the center. You want to centralize your rooks. So I like to place a rook on the same file as the queen, and typically when you do that, the queen will face wherever your queen is. She'll want to be on that particular file. Now the rooks are centralized. There is a piece that is the piece is not hanging. We're not really going to get into that, but in a full speed game, you will probably see some knight movement. You'll probably see this piece being captured. But this is roughly how you should your opening when you open, if you follow the principles. This is typically how the setup should look. Now, your rooks are centralized. Your queen is off the back rank. The rooks are connected. Okay, so even if you could not play a lick, you have no idea of what you're doing. Okay, and let's say you were playing an aggressive opponent and they wanted to really cause some damage right here. So they would come here, you take, 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 here. Now, this is you not knowing anything but just following natural play. You're not in a bad position. You are the game is fairly equal, and if you look, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pawns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pawns. 2 rooks. White has the bishop pair, So you did lose in a trade, but you can actually get, but you're up 1 pawn. So you're not doing bad at all. So even if you did not have a clue as to how to play, then you could, if you just followed the opening principles and played naturally, you would be okay, as long as you knew how the pieces move. So let's look at it again. Capture your part in the middle. Develop minor pieces. Castle. Once you're castle, then we're going to continue to develop. And we're going to connect the rooks. And we're going to centralize the rooks. Alright. So, now, I didn't move any piece in the opening twice. I developed all my minor pieces. I castled my king to safety. And now I'm ready to start an attack or defend against an attack. Alright? So these are the opening principles. Thank you so much for watching. And if you found use in the video, click like. And I'm trying to build a following, so please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.